So the first session, you've got 5 activities to carry out. The first session is to compare a prokaryotic cell with a eukaryotic cell. Now you also need to include a diagram of an animal, plant, and bacterial cell, and you need to label them fully. Now you've got your keywords, which are nucleus, cytoplasm, cell membrane, cell wall, ribosomes, mitochondria, chloroplast, vacuole, flagellum, slime capsule, and plasmid. Now you'll find that you'll not need to use all those labels with all 3 types of cell, but you need to label each one fully and explain what each part does. Now, we don't want you to spend too much time on drawing the actual cells. So, for instance, it doesn't take very long to draw an animal cell. It's taken me about 10 seconds to do it. We've got 5 labels on it, just to give you a reminder, and that is the kind of diagram we're expecting to have in your exercise books. You're going to do that for the other 2 types of cells as well. The second activity is for you to describe the method for calculating magnification, and you also need to remember to explain how to convert the units. Third activity is to describe the cell cycle, and the instruction is to include the pie chart. Now the pie chart, again, shouldn't take you long to draw a circle, and there's 3 parts to the cell cycle. That's what we're looking for, but you need to label it and explain what is happening at each of the 3 stages. So the keywords you need to include are organelles, mitosis, cytokinesis, chromosome, and DNA. The fourth activity is to describe the 3 methods of transport in cells, and they are diffusion, osmosis, and active transport. It could be a good way to compare them by drawing a table. It's up to you the format that you take, but you need to include in your answer about particles, concentration, water, partially permeable membrane, passive, energy, and concentration gradient. And then the final activity for this session is for you to compare how embryonic stem cells and adult stem cells can be used to treat disease. So your keywords are differentiate and therapeutic cloning. You need to complete this in your green exercise books, and you need to bring this to your next science lesson where your science teacher will be checking your work. Question 6, you need to be describing 3 specialized animal cells and 3 specialized plant cells, and include a labeled diagram as well. In terms of the animal cells, think about maybe red blood cell, sperm cell, nerve cell, maybe a muscle cell. In terms of the plant cells, think about your xylem and phloem. You've got your palisade cell, you've also got your root hair cell. So think about those ones. Question 7, describe the adaptations of exchange systems. I'd like you to use the lungs and the small intestine as your examples. So your keywords here are alveoli, villi, diffusion, and concentration. And then finally, for this session, you need to explain why some people are against the use of stem cells. So put here as a keyword about ethics. There's no right or wrong reason for this. This is very much down to people's opinions. So look for the reasons why people are against the use of stem cells, but also think about the reasons why lots of people are in favour as well.
Okay, these are the final set of questions on the cell biology unit. So question number 9 is, investigate the effect of changing a sugar solution on a piece of potato. Okay, right, and really what you're going to be doing is you're going to be writing out the full osmosis required practical and making sure you got all the details right the way through to a conclusion and a graph. Question number 10, draw out the mitosis process. So start with your parent cell and end with your daughter cells, and put 4 chromosomes in the initial parent cell and kind of illustrate where they go, and then say exactly what mitosis is for. Number 11, explain how we'd use a microscope to calculate the real size of a cell. Okay, it's not only just using the equation this time, you also need to use a ruler, you need the magnification, and you also need to use the image to get it correct.